is BHD Army. It's your boy, Blasphemous HD. I'm here with Dr. J and the women. And today, you know what? I'll never say your name again. Ever.
Fair enough. My girl doesn't either.
Yeah, man. Today we're going to watch a video that a lot of you guys have requested that I check out. Yeah, I think about, what, 2 years ago, I saw like 10 seconds of this, and I just clicked off because I was like, I'm not gonna watch this shit because it's just gonna make it as to whereas if I seen this guy falling down a flight of stairs, no matter how many tools I had to help him, I wouldn't.
I'd probably high five the stairs.
Nah, good job, stairs, doing the Lord's work. But yeah, man, we're talking about none other than this song.
Let's just say it.
Yeah, it is called What Does the Black Say? The link is in the description if you want to watch the original. Look, man, I am free to not like some people. Okay, you know, I don't even have no problem with the fact that this dude is racist. If you're racist, that's cool. Do you. God damn it. I enjoy Breaking Bad. I'm not mad at people who don't like Breaking Bad. So there's nothing wrong with this dude being racist. The only reason why I don't like him is because he tries to make videos talking about he's not racist, while being racist in those videos. Swear to God, whenever somebody does something grimy, offensive, and fucked up nowadays, like their last ditch effort is just to call themselves a troll. I'm just a troll, man.
Yep. Or I'm a Trump fan.
Either which way, they're both as bad. I'm just a troll. That's like me going and shooting up a fucking restaurant and shit, and then they're like, dude, you shot my daughter. I'm just a troll, man.
There should be no consequences. We're just trolling.
I'm just trolling, man.
Just trolling.
Let's go ahead and get into the video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to fucking watch it, so man, you know, fuck it.
Here it is, people.
You know we're gonna regret the fuck out of this, right?
I already do.
Nah.
White goes high, Canadian says A, Mexican goes half a night day, Arab goes, French goes, and the Asian says, oh, hello. German goes yeah, Wap goes E, and the Jew says, oi, oi, oi. But there's one sound that no one knows.
You know, see, I think the problem that a lot of people had with this video is I don't really see him talking grummily negative about anyone else. If you notice, the white says hi. You know what I mean? Oh, white says hi, Canadian says A. But, you know, let's see what the black says.
What does the black say? What the black say? Pow, 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 pow. What?
See, and that's real funny. 100% not a racist douchebag. No way this guy is, you know, negative or in any way just stereotyping black folk. I mean, you know, if you're white, you say hi. You know, you're a nice person. Hey, I'm a white guy. What's up? How you going? But if you're black, you just shoot people
And say my nigga all the time.
and yell and just yell at the top of your lungs. Just murder people.
Smoke some crack. Smoke some crack. What the black say?
You know what, man? I am not even mad at Rucka Rucka Ali. Not even mad at him. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I understand. If I was him, I would probably have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, this dude has been making music for a long time and no one buys it because it's shitty. It is awful. I actually saw another guy do this same exact tactic. He had been making music for the longest time, and because it was shitty, no one cared about it. So he's just like, you know what? I am just going to be outwardly and crazily racist. You know, he
Black
made,
people song.
you remember that, the dude who made the Black People song, which I haven't listened to, you know, because again, I was like, yeah, fuck this. He made the Black People song, and the funniest thing is, I think the dude's black. That is desperation right there. This song screams, I am desperate for attention. Now again, I could completely understand if this dude painted everyone in the same, light. Like if this dude was like, oh, well, everyone sucks. Makes sense, but, white says hi, Canadian says, hey, but black says, pow, 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 shoot you. Smoke, smoke, smoke some crack. Like, really?
Slow clap. You got it.
Baggy clothes, flaunting ice and pimping hoes, shiny guns, golden grills. Are you late to pay your bills? Your skin is dark, so beautiful, like the bad side of the force. And if I meet you on the porch, how come are you so good at sport? What the blacks say? That's racist! That's racist! That's racist!
That is ironic as all living shit. I honestly believe only racist people try to throw that whole man, that's not fair that you call racist stuff racist. Maybe if you wouldn't talk about racism, it wouldn't exist. He said, you may have 13 million subscribers and you maybe making all this money and doing all this stuff, but hey, at least I have my dignity. And this is legitimately dignity, that you have to stoop to this level in order to make money. You have to hate on an entire race of people, who you probably don't know much about, who've probably never really done anything to you, just to make some money, man. If that is not the definition of a sellout, you've got to resort to preaching hate and spreading just malice amongst people for some views, man. I honestly believe dude has bad self-confidence, man. You know what I mean? He's just I don't believe that anyone would like me for me because I don't like me for me. So this is what I've got to do instead.
Look at that. You got your 3 million views.
True that.
You got that.
And his dignity.
What the blacks say? Give me all your money! Give me all your money! Give me all your money!
Really?
What the blacks say? You can't say what you want. It offends no one. We'll always blame society. Nothing's your fault.
You know what's really funny? One, these people rioting aren't black, and two, for some reason, it's only really brought up when we do fucked up shit. No one ever brings up, people shooting up schools. No one ever brings up priests, and kids, and shit like that, But hey, when I steal some shit from a store, it makes me immediately the worst person in the world, But I love it how. Black people riot, yes. We've rioted for shit. It's not all been a good cause. But, we're not the only ones who riot. But that's the only thing that kind of pisses us off in society is the only time we do some fucked up shit, it's always that we're terrible fucking people. You know what I'm saying? And that's, that's the only reason why they do is because they're just terrible people in general, right? They don't bring up all the time that white people riot at the end of sports. White people's team lose, they turn over cars. Nah, that's cool. White people rioted over pumpkins, my nigga. Now, we're not saying that all white people are violent sacks of shit because we know that that's fucking untrue. All we're trying to say is stop trying to point the finger at us like we are the only violent motherfuckers in the world. There's black on black crime. Motherfucker, everyone kills everybody. Legitimately, the statistics show that, but you tend to live closer to the people that you look like. White people live next to white people. Black people live next to black people. Mexicans live next to Mexicans. The reason why black on black crime happens is because crime is usually a thing of whoever is closest to you. People commit crimes on people who live closest to them. Why do you think you're way more times higher to get messed with by an uncle or some shit like that than you are a stranger or some shit? Crime is a thing of people who are closest to you. White people kill more white people than any other race kills white people, but white on white crime don't exist. You know what I mean? And a lot of people would be like, oh, well, this is just a joke or some bullshit like that. You know, well, you shouldn't take this seriously. It's just a joke. To me, that just goes to show how whack of a comedian you are, if you are a comedian, or if you make music that, you know what I mean? Like, this is the shit you would have to stoop to that make it a joke. You feel me? Like, it's not a joke. Your entire goal for your video or your song is to tarnish the name and or the credibility of an entire race based on shit that you probably didn't even study enough to understand the true facts on the situation. You feel me? And that, my friends, is why this shit and Rucka Rucka Ali is a fucking racist. Whenever they do racist shit, they try to come out and say, well, it's just a joke. Now, think of it this way. This guy, Rucka Rucka Ali, is a content creator. He's an influencer. People look up to him. With all the millions of people who've seen this video, how easy would it be for, you know, some young impressionable kid to watch this video and then just be like, whoa, wow. You know, I look up to Rucka Rucka Ali, and his opinion on black people is that they're all crazy, stealing, shooting people, sacks of shit. He must be onto something, because you're far more impressionable when it's someone that you watch and or look up to. And that is legitimately what you're doing. That's what this dude is using his platform to do. Spread hatred, you know, and malice amongst people. You know, and that, my friend, is why you're a racist, bro. Like, if this dude would have made the video and everyone would have gotten the same shitting on, then it would make, you know what I mean? Okay, well, that's funny. It's a joke. You're poking fun at everybody. But when you're singling out black people in general and saying everyone's a stealing and a thief and you're grimy and shit, like, you're legitimately part of the problem. This same train of thought is the reason why unarmed black people are getting murdered by policemen. You know, they walk up on a black person's car, and if he reaches for something, they're like, oh my God, you know, he's gonna kill, he's got a gun, he's crazy violent. The same shit that this video is preaching. So, yeah, Rucka Rucka, you a sack of shit, and you're a racist sack of shit, and you're an untalented son of a bitch. Like, you know, this is the only way that people would watch you. So, hey man, you know, do you, bro. Yeah.
In a white man's world. Obama. Obama.
All right, well, if you guys want to watch the rest of this bigoted, hypocritical son of a bitch, then you guys can, you know, click the link in the description down below, man. I mean, you know, go watch him. You know, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy his content, make sure to subscribe to him and whatnot, you know. But, yeah, man. You know, I love how this guy legitimately says that, you know, oh, well, you know, black people, you all play the victim, blah, 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 when nothing's your fault, you know, but he makes this video being racist towards black people, you know, spreading hate. And then when people call him on his bullshit, he makes a response video saying, hey, I'm not racist, it's just a video. I guess, isn't that playing the victim? You knew what you were doing when you made this video 100%. That's why this video is what it is. You know, and now you try to be, oh, dog, it's just a joke, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, we're just, come on, man. It's just a joke. It's content, man. It's not spreading hate. It's just a video. It's just a prank. But, yo, man, this is your boy Blasphemy Sage D, man. You know, if you guys want to watch the original video, links in the description down below. Like, oh, shit. Twizzlers.